Welcome to Cricket Generation. Today we'll be doing a bowling analysis of Wessels. So we'll start up from the back angle, and this is Coach Sammy doing the bowling analysis today. So we're gonna drag it back as we start. Okay, so usually what we start with is to see what type of a bowling action does he use. So now we get to slow mode. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's take it from another angle. Let's see which bowling action does he use. Okay, there we go. Alright, so as far as we see, he's a semi-action bowler. So as a semi-action bowler, his angle is actually facing towards square leg, going down to fine leg, so which is perfect. Alright, so now before we proceed to anything else, as we see his head, it falls down, his head falls down. If you can see here, his body is like this. So what we would want to do is that we would want to get it more here. If he can't move it towards that, we can only work with it to reach at least here. So he can get to be bowling with his shoulders. His shoulders must actually be on this circle. Okay, so now his shoulder is behind, but would want it to be more open, just slightly open, chest towards the batsman, as he is a semi-action bowler. Okay, let's proceed. Alright, perfect. So now because of his head that was falling already on his bowling action, on his cow position, we get to see his back now. If you see this line of his back, so this is being affected as well with his bowling arm and his head. If you can take a look there. But now we take it very simple. If his head was in this position, we could have dragged his back slightly here and his bowling arm here. Okay, so if he was in this line, we could get to see that even his bowling arm as well, as you can see already, it's coming out from an angle which we actually don't encourage, because we would want his bowling arm to be above his shoulder. But now it's on the side, and with that action on the side, if we take him straight up with the green lines, that will be bowling more like Malinga if his arm is like that. But if he comes above, you get to see that this whipping from his bowling arm comes up straight above his head. Okay, so this is what we have seen from this side, and with this we can work out easily. It can take maybe 4 or 5 sessions of maintenance to his bowling action, then it can get better. Okay, so we move to another bowling action side. Alright, so now we're facing towards his action. Let's see his jump. Okay, perfect. Look at how he starts with his bowling arm. Starts nicely above. Alright, look at it. From here he is very brilliant. I like what I'm seeing at the moment. This is very nice. Look at his preparation. Look at his jump. Look at his non-bowling arm. On point. Nicely on point. Look at his back foot impact that is going to step on the crease, which is very brilliant. Okay, I move it. This is fabulous. This is something that is good. All right, we move it, we move it, we move it, we move it. Good extension on the non-bowling arm. Okay, right. Semi, uh, semi bowler. Good. Let's go. Good. So at this point, he's starting very nice. But as much as he continue pulling his head towards his left side, that's when he drags to fail. Look at that. I like the way he has his base. If you can see from the front foot impact, as he starts from the heel nicely. I give him remarks on that. But now, if I drag it back, I want you to focus on his bowling arm right now. So now it went down straight. Okay, perfect. But as it goes behind, as the front foot steps on its heel, the bowling arm, it then moves away from his body. And his chest faces towards the leg side much, which would want to happen. We would want it to be more straighter and facing towards the batsman. So this is one effect that we can actually work with. His arm getting close to his body, his bowling arm, and because of his falling, if we put it more straighter, he's gonna be able to have the stamina to withstand his head towards the batsman. All right, look at that. If you can take a look at that with this angle, you can see it clearly that his head is sliding down, and this breaks his bowling arm to come more sider, more 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on the clock, but would want it to come above, like around 12 o'clock. That would be better. Okay, let's move. All right. The good thing that he has as well is that his bowling arm is stretching nicely straight. If I draw a straight line from his front foot here going up, you get to see that it's a very faint straight line. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. So now once we get his head, if we get it in line, if we get his head in line, we can get to have his head will give us height, number one. So his head, if it's around here, if his head is around here, okay, there. So here we have an extra height that his arm was stretching slightly towards here. So number one is height. Two is gonna be bowling above because he stretches his bowling arm nicely. Okay. All right. Let's move. Okay. If we take a look on his follow through as well, he's doing it nicely because his back foot drive, as he goes with his follow through, it's perfectly because he shows that his legs are strong, he can use them. Look at that. He pulled the effort as he bowls, and it's stepping as he bowls, it's stepping nicely straighter, and he's continuing his follow through straight towards the batsman as he moves away from the pitch. If you look at that, you can see from his calf, if you can take a look on his calf here, you get to see that he is strong. Look at that. There we go. But I saw something else as well, because of where his bowling arm is starting from. He later on can't finish off with his non-bowling arm going towards the his bowling arm going towards the non-bowling arm as he finishes his action. Because now if I drag it back, to here, it finished only here. It didn't extend from there. From there, then break off. But if he gets it more towards here after finishing, and then he's bowling arm like this, non-bowling arm and bowling arm, these green lines are showing the above one, non-bowling arm, and the second line on the bottom is the bowling arm. Now as it falls, as he finishes his action, so it will show that he has put the effort. So if he can't push it towards his hip up, going to at least touch his left pocket, it means that his bowling action, he is inflexible with it. He's not comfortable of starting from him bowling from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Okay, all right, let me take a move again. Let's just now see through, but at least now we have the problems and what we can actually fix. But at the moment, the good thing that he's run up and everything on point. So now we're starting from this one to see him jumping from his run up and getting to see, as I spoke already about the chest open towards the batsman. Now we can get to see it from this angle that it's actually facing on the leg side of a right hand batsman. Okay, so I'll slow it. Let's look at that. All right, look at that. There we go. From there, I like that. But how do want is now his bowling arm already, as it starts from his cow position as he jumps. If you can take a look on that, it's actually slanting towards this side. Okay, it's slanting towards this side. Yes, but now because of his, this is a lot. It seems a lot when we're talking here as a coach, but it's something we can fix easily. So now his bowling arm, now if we can get it upright here, upright here, closer, and now his non-bowling arm, it has to be here now, because if you're semi-bowling action, you have to actually have your non-bowling arm straight up in between your head. So it's like you are you're halfway to the off or halfway to the leg. But now you can see his angle of his head. It's now seeing from the outer side of his shoulder, but it has to see in between, so it has to be half. So how we fix this, we have to make sure that his head is actually inside. You can see from the inner side, just like it's above his left chest. That's how we can fix that, because if he pulls his non-bowling arm towards the right green line, his bowling arm as well pulls towards the middle green line, so it will allow him to be open on his chest and he can bowl nicely straighter. Okay, let's continue with that. Look at that. Do you see now his chest we are talking about? So now it's like a mixed action. It's a mixed action, but it's affecting his his bowling arm. There we go with this angle, same lines that we spoke about, getting him upright here, yes, and getting his body up here. That's what we'll be expecting. Okay, so now he's out of the green line, if you can see. Yes, but this is what we have today. So if you have anything you want to say that you think we can be working on, just let me know, or you can comment on the comment section. And that's all we have today, and thank you for being patient with us. And if you are on the YouTube channel or Instagram channel, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel and share and like as well. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support. This is Coach Sammy from Cricket Generation Namibia, and today we were having our analysis with Wessels from Proid Swakopmund, Namibia, and he's looking forward towards achieving with his bowling. and he's a good cricketer as well. He's a very good batsman as well, and he's only 13 years old. I didn't say his age. He's only 13 years old. So thank you very much, and stay blessed, stay in control, stay safe. If you're a cricketer, keep practicing, work hard. If you're a coach, make sure you take the kids on the right sessions and make sure you know about the bowling actions, how they can affect our kids, how they can as well take our kids to the future that you are looking up to. So this is for the generation. That's why our academy is generation cricket, cricket generation. All right, thank you. Bye.